Too early? Nope, I think we're going. Hey there, Drawyah here. Welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator. And of course, happy Tuesday. Yes, today is Tuesday the 22nd of the 2nd, 22. It's Tuesday, that mythical day once, well, kind of how our calendar works. I mean, maybe we'll get 22,022 in 20,000 years' time, but today is Tuesday the 2nd of the 2nd, sorry, Tuesday the 22nd of the 2nd, 22. So, it's just a coincidence in our calendar that we get to enjoy today and celebrate. We're doing 2 flights. So starting off here at Gatwick, going to Ronaldsway on the Isle of Man before turning back to Gatwick again. Both flights are about exactly an hour long, so 2 hours flying today because again Tuesday. And stand 552 here at Gatwick, everyone's favourite 2 single runway airport. I don't know. Enough jokes today. Yeah, so flying from Gatwick to Isle of Man today should be a pretty good flight. Very excited for this trip indeed. Also, Isle of Man Ronaldsway, an offset ILS approach. So fingers crossed we'll be able to manage it without any problems. I have got the charts open for it, so I'll be able to study those before we do get into the approach. But fingers crossed, without any issues, we should find ourselves in a pretty good flight. So join the cockpit, set the aircraft up, and prepare ourselves for our departure today. Speaking of which, I also need to stick a pin on the website, don't I? So you guys may be able to follow along with our flight today. For those interested too, our controller today, Kai at Gatwick, is streaming. So if you want to give him a bit of love, then do go check him out as well. So I'm going to drop the links in chat. So this here is my flight tracking. This is the important one for today. And then this one, if you want to send them a bit of love, that's the Gatwick Tower I'm on right now. This is his very first stream, so go give him some love. Go give him some love. Send him like a hello, Drawyah here. Because of the engines, yeah, no problem, walk. Do our pre-flight checks. Let's have the engines. I mean, I do love this FlyByWire stuff. Their aircraft really are fantastic, so can't say anything wrong about these guys. Can't say anything wrong. When I log in, you can ABSIM log encounter. In RAN, you'd ABSIM as explained in the video. Right, well hopefully there shouldn't be problems. As you know, Gatwick always been a bit of a frame rate hub for me. Yeah, you can see the frame rate's already starting to drag a bit. I've got a feeling something to do with streaming, kind of streaming in Gatwick at the same time. It's become a bit of a drag, which is a slight pain, but it's not the end of the world, I guess. We can manage, we can manage. Right, so batteries on, stop power set. It is to nav. What actually we'll do is I'll turn down the cloud settings a little bit because that does relieve a little bit of frame rate on the old flight sim. So let me drop that down to about 70. So Gatwick and Vienna are the only 2 airports that do it for me. The rest of it, usually pretty good. On-dimensional lights, nav lights on, strobes automatic, crew oxygen supply set. Jump down to the tablets. Going to load up our flights from SimBrief, go to the flight plan, start with our fuel, which is 5050, so we'll say 5100. Starts the fueling process, and the magic numbers today: cost takes 59, cruising altitude level. Don't want to go up to 380. I think we might stick with 22 today, so 59220. Go to initialization, Echo Golf Kilo Kilo to Echo Golf November Sierra. Flight number today is U2855. 9 RS. Cost index of 57 and level 220. Perfect. Next page is our 0 4 into gravity. Well, first of all, request some information off of the aircraft, so ASU menu, weather request, send. Go back a step, go to the weight and balance, go to request, and start boarding. I'm going to put you on timer now, Imran. I gave you the answer. You ignore me. I'm going to time you out. Right, we'll go to the receive messages. We'll print out our weather request. No, I didn't get any builds Heathrow. I did see a few streams got it today, but I was unfortunately not part of the list. But I'm not too fussed. I'll get some stuff, I don't get everything, I'm not going to fuss about it, but any Airbus Heathrow, definitely day one purchase for me. Right, zero fuel weight, we'll pull that from the flight plan, which is 62.701, so 62.7 / centre gravity 22.1. Block fuel on board today will be 5.1. Insert that. Good to go. Right, flight plan. We'll do that. Let's start the passenger boarding process. So we are going to fly from Gatwick to Ronaldsway, E2855, 20,000 feet cruise. Flight time will be an hour and 10 minutes, so get a bit quicker. Departure approximately, so departing at 20 past, we've got 21 minutes. A320neo with a passenger count of 176 today, 176. There's no Wi-Fi on easyJet, no Wi-Fi, no boarding music. We've got a safety briefing for them. No snack, we get snacks, sorry, no meal service. And with that, let's start the boarding process. So given the short duration of the flight, cabin crew may not actually do food in the end. It all comes down to what they can do. Time of fuel pumps, APU will start. No smoking and seatbelts on. Right, let's greet the passengers and let's go through the ATIS. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On board easyJet flight 855 from London Gatwick to Ronaldsway, Isle of Man. Flight time today, 1 hour and 10 minutes, although we plan to get a little bit early for this plan as we ready aircraft for departure very shortly. We thank you for tuning in for easyJet today. We hope you enjoyed the flight on board with us. Clear skies on departure, potentially some winds on arrival, expecting the Storm Franklin to kick off a bit, so we shall give a weather warning for the approach. The departure should be pretty stable. Once again, thank you easyJet. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Any questions, feel free to speak to cabin crew on board. Thank you very much. Right, so hopefully that message will go to the cabin very shortly. As I do need to sort out our flight plan as well. Not a very long flight plan. Starting off with Lambourne. There you go. Right, so Lambourne, we then fly the Lima 10 to Brooklands Park. Brooklands Park, we then fly Uniform November 601 to Leicester. Spell that correctly, of course. Let's start up 6 to Rodolph, following Uniform Lima 28 to Aglil, Mike 164 to what's mismatch? Aglil Mike, sorry, 146. That's probably why I won't find it. 146 to Lusod. And that, I believe, the end of our flight plan. Tell light directs to Tom, then it's the end of our flight plan. So insert that. Go to Lusod. Tango Oscar Mike. Next waypoint. Now we're finished. Don't tell me it doesn't exist. Oh, sorry, it doesn't exist. I'm looking for the Isle of Man. Sorry. India Oscar Mike. I am an idiot. India Oscar Mike. Right. That would probably be why I can't find it. Makes sense. Cool, so since the ATIS, let's get our weather sorted out for the flight today.
Winds 290 at 11 knots. A clear. Dew point 1 degree Celsius. Altimeter 1020. Temperature 10 degrees Celsius. Winds.
Cool, and that is... So visibility 10 kilometers. I presume it's cloud, if not the... Yeah, there are clouds over there, so the weather server's not fully down on the flight sim just yet. That's the one thing we always have to check. Is weather working, or is it not? Today, looks like it is still working. So that info is information Foxtrot. It's confirmed the departure runway is 26 left, which on paper we've got 26 left. So I'm facing the Lamborn 6 Mike departure. We'll now tune to frequency on 124.230. Need to prepare ourselves with initial contacts. So we're easy, never remember call signs. So easy 31 Alpha Zulu, stand 552. Cool. Good afternoon, Gatwick Town. This is easy 31 Alpha Zulu at stand 552. Information Foxtrot requesting clearance to Ronaldsway.
Easy 31 Alpha Zulu, good evening, Gatwick Tower. You can reach your destination at Lamborn 6 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawking at 3302.
Easy 31 Alpha Zulu is cleared to destination Ronaldsway on the Lamborn 6 Mike departure, runway 26 left, squawking 3302.
Easy 31 Alpha Zulu, be back quick.
3302, send an altitude, predictive engineer automatic. Right, so ICE will be landed in 2 minutes. APU is available, so as soon as that's aligned, we're going to go to the APU power. FMS plug and art departure, which is the 26 left Lamborn 6 Mike. Insert that, good to go. I go over to Photoshop, so I just take some screenshots as well. Always important to have when you're on a dual monitor setup and take screenshots to shoot both monitors all the time. Right, so grab the charts for Gatwick. And there's one more thing I want to do as well, which was performance, sorry, yes. Desktop A320, flex to win. Right, so we have Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, for that. Runway 26 left, for the meter, dry conditions, anti-ice will be off. Takeoff weight in tons is 67. Takeoff centre gravity 22.1. Flex comp 1 flaps. Packs will be on. And calculate our flex. So flex M69, 148, 148, and then 149 B2. Yeah, that's fine. Engines out to climb power 1196. That is fine. Cool. So how do we drag both of these aside? Let's go to the charts first. So attach charts at Gatwick and then pull those up. Yeah, that'd be a fine for us. If 26 left, we'll be taxing kind of off of 522, which is up here. Presume through Lima, down Papa, and on to Alpha November. Although again, that'll be Tower's discretion, so we'll leave that open. Set today, Lamborn 6 Mike. So we've got Lamborn 6 Mike open, pin that. Initial climb, of course, will be 6,000 feet. So altitude at 6,000. Sets. RS is lined, so quickly AP bleed on. External power comes off, and discontinuity clear. Right, so last one, back to performance. Welcome, Kane from Africa, how are you doing? Welcome, Fernando, welcome, sorry. Yes, Scale on live out. Yes, Iron Man, it's... Yes, Iron Man A20 can land there. Heck of a microphone, that. Right, performance.
Thank you, sir. I have information on route to request also going airport.
148, 149. Transition 6,000. Green, sorry, engine at CC 1196.
Taxi to holding point Sierra 1, runway 26
Flex temp 69, flaps 1.
Juliet Charlie. Clearance will be given at the holding point.
At this point, for the beacon lights, let go the engine starts, and we are ready to go.
In use at Gatwick.
Easy 3 Alpha Zulu stand 552 is ready for push and start.
Easy 31 Alpha Zulu, push to start approved, face east, to QNH 1020.
Push start facing east, connection 1020 for easy 3 Alpha Zulu.
All stations, Gatwick Tower will be going AFK for approximately 1 to 2 minutes. We'll report back.
It's fine, take about 1 to 2 minutes to push back anyway. See passengers board as well, so now in pre-flight, everyone's on board. Perfect timing there. Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
Yeah, so the Gatwick scenery does lag for a lot of people, it's lagging for me at the moment. I have got the payware, I might switch to that to be fair. Yeah, he's only going for 1 or 2 minutes, perhaps. It's not the end of the world, 1 or 2 minutes. So by the time we push back, we'll probably be back by us anyway.
If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across your lap. Your tray tables and seatbacks must be in the full upright and locked position for departure. Cabin crew, prepare doors for departure, cross-check, verify straps, and stand by for all calls. Cabin crew, prepare cabin for departure.
Ground from flight deck.
Good afternoon, Captain. Yes, everything is ready down here, so please release the parking brakes.
Brakes released.
Okay, pushback begins.
Looks like it's too very long to start turning today. Welcome to Take AC, how are you doing? Wrong channel, on to chat, how are you today?
You may begin starting the engines, Captain.
Engine 2 starts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your attention while we take you through the safety procedures of this air.
Turn facing east.
Sure, I will turn by 90 degrees and bring you on an eastern course.
4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an emergency, leave all cabin baggage on board. Your seatbelt is fastened, adjusted, and released as shown.
Stop the pushback.
When the seatbelt signs
Okay,
are off,
tell when the parking brakes are set.
at all
Brakes
times.
set.
Okay, pushback pins are removed. Now it's your turn.
Pull a mask
See you again.
All station, Gatwick Tower now back. Thank you for the wait.
Yep, the A320neo correct MT can do dual engine startup, but for the sake of simplicity, we do one after the other. Engine 2 is available. Engine 1 starts. While engine 1 starts, do have quick flight control checks. Starting off with the elevators, then the ailerons,
inside the aircraft. When outside, inflate by
then the rudder,
If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube.
then the spoilers.
For attracting attention.
Controls looking good.
Flotation aids for children.
That's the engine page.
Your tray table
Flaps into number 1 position for takeoff.
window blinds open and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with easyJet.
Right, so as soon as engine 1 has started, we'll request our taxi intentions. What have you clicked? So, the left flight's in all 5, about 10 seconds, we try to go into the check your drivers, or try and move the arrow keys around. Sometimes the arrow keys like make the mouse disappear, sometimes I've noted. Like right now, mouse kind of disappears. Move the arrow keys, it makes it reappear. Try that. Move the arrow keys a bit, or tab in, tab out. Right, engine 1 is available, so turn off the APU, turn off the ignition, lock the cockpit door. Easy, 3 on Alpha Zulu, ready to taxi. Cool, love the frame of the tug in front of us.
Easy 31 Alpha Zulu, taxi at point Bravo 1 via Lima and Papa. Report ready for departure.
Taxi to home point, Bravo 1 via Lima and Papa, easy 3 on Alpha Zulu, we'll report when ready. parking brakes released, taxi lights on. Let's go to the runway. So nice and simple taxi today. Like we go over to the ground maps. So holding point, around that. Holding point Bravo 1, which is here, via Lima, turn on to Papa. So yeah, nice and short taxi today. Given that we're not a particularly heavy aircraft and flying domestic towards Ireland, well, I say domestic, Ireland technically is a separate sovereign state, just follows everything the UK government do. Yeah, so Lima, turn on to Papa, down the taxiway, hold Bravo 1, so that's plenty of runway for us. Frame rate's not looking terrible actually, compared to the last time we flew at Gatwick, which was horrible. This is an improvement. Right, auto brakes to max. Check the cabin. Going to on spoilers. Takeoff config test. Takeoff config normal. We're good to go. Sure, record it summary and then just drop it into the Discord channel or something. I'm sure someone out there will be able to give you a hand about what issues you're having.
Got very good using one which is 54 Tango Lima with
Right.
55.
Easy, 3 on Alpha Zulu, holding Bravo 1 is ready to depart.
If you feel on Alpha Zulu, thanks very much. The winds are 290 degrees, 11 knots. From Bravo 1, you're clear to take off 26 left.
Clear to take off 26 left, easy, 3-1 Alpha Zulu, thank you very much.
Easy 509 Tango
Set the
Lima
transponder
behind
to
the passing
on.
Airbus A320neo. Line up and wait behind 26 left.
Behind the departing A320, easyJet line up and work from the 26 behind.
Cabin crew, seats for takeoff please, seats for takeoff. I think we're going for a nice and swift departure now. Just get on the runway as soon as possible. I don't mind seeing a bit of a frame rate fix for this airport. It's lovely scenery, just too slow sometimes. Right, takeoff. SRS runway, manflex 69, auto thrust blue, thrust sets, 80 knots, 100 knots, 20, V1 rotates. Brakes gear up. Something like that, Spow. The Gatwick scenery has always been really slow. I'm going to need to change it at some point.
Easy 31 Alpha Zulu leaving airspace, Monty Unicom 122.8. Flight back to you, sir. Bye bye.
Monty Unicom 122.8 for easy 3 on Alpha Zulu. Take care and bye. Alright, throttle reduced to climb. Autopilot enable, 6,000 feet set for initial climb. We'll change that very shortly to higher altitude of 22,000 feet. In a moment, we're going to start a right hand turn. That's up. And the alternative is I could also try and download one of the lower resolution Gatwick sceneries. That should also speed things up a bit as well. And when you look away from the airport, it's not so bad. But when you start looking back towards it again, it just gets really, really slow. It's very strange, very strange.
TV5 Tango Lima, traffic information, Airbus A320neo on departure, Lambourne 6 Mike departure. The winds are 290 degrees at 11 knots, clear to take off 26 left.
Welcome easyJet Sim Pilot, how you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to the chat, how are you today dudes?
TV5 Lima Tango Lima, confirm.
Sorry,
The winds are 290 degrees, 11 knots, clear to take off 26 left.
If you can, mates, pitch up higher and take off, follow the flight directors of your local speed limits, yes. Okay, I'll bear in mind easyJet Sim, cheers for that. I'll bear that in mind with the Gatwick departures. The departure was alright, Flight Fan. We had that issue, the glitch with the ground disappearing. Look, there's the passing aircraft now. See no flashing lights. But I don't know, the yeah, you are right, Marco. It is a very heavy scenery. I've also got the payware, Dan. I probably will switch over to it at some point until they can sort out the frame rate of this one. It's a lovely scenery, just way too heavy, way too heavy. I'm alright, Scotty, I'm alright. How are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat. How are you today? Hopefully the Island Man will give us a little more breathing room with the frame rates. 2 thermon lift, streaming at the same time doesn't help either. If I'm not streaming, the frame rate's alright. But OBS just takes up any extra room that's left, and that's also what causes a bit of a slowdown. Same with Vienna. Not streaming, it's alright, but with OBS from the background, it just kills everything. What's up, Chester? How can we help? Also, can we help? Depends if it's something that we can help you with or not. G pilots now at 6,000 feet. We'll reset the ground supplies before I forget. Build a separate stream PC. I mean, that is an option. Use NVEC. NVEC's alright for streaming. I use X2. What's it called? Advanced Wintits. No. So I use yeah, NVEC H264 because the alternative is running, because that runs it off of the GPU. The alternative is running it off of what's it called? I can't remember the name of it. They want to show off the CPU instead, but that is known. Well, it's not that it causes problems. Visually, streams aren't quite as good in that it's taking power off the CPU at the same time, rather than running off your graphics. But also, CPU can't be a bit hungry, so yeah, no, that's what I use as well. NVEC X264. But it's just the Gatwick scene, it's a bit slow. Wrocław to Pristina. If you're a Chelsea member, Bartosz, then you can request the flights. Otherwise, take it in the channel, the airport request thread on Discord. You'll be at 230 super flight. Check her out. She has to be an even number altitude, as opposed to an odd. You shouldn't end up going through any other traffics. I'm staying out of politics on the channel, the aviation. If you want politics, you'd best go to other channels, I'm afraid. This ain't a political place, I'm afraid. What I'm going to do is I'm going to then fly direct to Kilo, Green's Park. Continue our climb to level 220. Set altitude and climb. Hopefully. There we go. On the SID, Dan. Couldn't do much about it on the SID. No, I'm leaving the SID. Yes, we may climb. Make landing onto that, approach runway 06, offset even more of a challenge. So I believe that's the plan. If I look at the... Yeah, so the flight plan seems to go to runway 26, but I will likely be going to runway 06 approach into runway Z, just because of the, you are right, it's the slightly offset approach, which makes it a little more fun to fly into. That's what we'll go for today. I like a bit of a challenge, that's what I'll go for. I haven't tried it out. I've tried the CPLT editor, but I haven't so much actually used it yet. I need to do at some point a proper oceanic flight. Yeah, I have certainly seen the CPLC, so I'll definitely explore more of in the future. Yeah, unfortunately, with the whole internet disappearing there for a second, I think our weather may have also gone with us as well. The clouds I saw earlier on, it's actually no longer cloudy. As for the weather at approach. To be fair, clouds and visibility okay. There's no actual cloud at the moment anywhere in the UK apparently. No cloud spotted at Manchester either, which is alternative. And the winds, to be fair, 19 knots, 260. So it's only getting quite windy at Ronaldsway, but not so much in the way of cloud, at the very least. Could be worse. I mean, the weather is starting to clear up now in the UK. Still quite a lot of flooding, especially up north at the moment, but the winds have slightly reduced now, and the clouds starting to clear up, so things, fingers crossed, will improve now in the next couple of days. Yeah, it seems smoother now because we're away from Gatwick. We'll go back to Gatwick later on, which I plan to do, return flights, frame rate, and then start dropping once more. Yes, I learned how to fly on flight sim games then. Most of it trial and error. I'm not perfect, there's a lot I do that's wrong, I guess, but I don't know, I still enjoy it. I've never really made a massive fuss about what I do right, what I do wrong. I do flight sims, so I enjoy it. If you go through, like, if you've got like a checklist out and tracks what I did operationally, then yeah, half what I do is horribly wrong. Never trust to fly your aeroplane. But I just do it for the sake of I enjoy it. There's one in the city down below. Slope up from, is that Millwall, I believe? No, Charleston, sorry, Charleston Athletic Millwall, slightly further south, out in Bermondsey, South Bermondsey. I didn't realise Charleston was directly opposite the city airports. Fair enough, that's something every day. I'll be flying the... Don't know if I'll fly Ryanair colours for the 700 release TKC. I mean, I have got that one aircraft, Echo India Sierra Echo Victor, SEV, is it, I believe, that is in Ryanair colours. I'll probably stick to other airlines until the 800 releases. But yeah, the plan is at some point, we'll definitely do Ryanair colours, just not straight away. To our left hand side, if I keep an eye out, there's one spot at Heathrow Airport as well. The answer is, where's Heathrow? So there's the River Thames. There you go, there's Heathrow. For the most part, well, self-taught with videos, Ben, but self-taught is pretty much YouTube videos anyway. Stamford Bridge, yes, Stamford Bridge is currently there. Give me the screen. Yeah, pretty much all I learned came from YouTube videos, trial and error over the years, and just lots and lots of practice basically. But even then, the stuff I don't quite do accurately, I'm not super duper fussed about that. Very shortly be reaching cruising altitude of 220. Again, flight plan says 38, but I don't think we're going to make it to 38, just given the length of flight, which is really short. We could bring out to like 2.6 if we wanted to, but I think 2.2 will be alright for the what I'm expecting to do today. Leave it at that, and then as soon as our top descent comes into play, we'll also go through that as well. Will I fly over crew? Good question. Let's have a look. So what time is Echo Golf Charlie Charlie? Sorry, and the flight number is U2 855. Call sign is Easy 3 Alpha Zulu. I believe 3 Alpha Zulu. The answer is Easy 31 Alpha Zulu. Right, so flight plan today. Actually, I've reported it. Probably would be handy. No. So if I fly over Leicester, through Nottingham Derby, and then through Manchester, that's using National Circle as waypoints, but no, I don't so much go through Crewe, I'm afraid. Crewe's slightly more to our west, somewhere in this area. Wolverhampton, Stoke-on-Trent, Chester, Whitchurch, Shrewsbury. Where is the Crewe? Telford, North, Wolverhampton, Pancras, Stafford. Somewhere in there. Can't find it for some reason. I went Crewe to Chester to get to Wales a little while ago. I'm from London, Ben. I'm from the UK, English, British, London. And my accent's probably a mix of kind of Brummy and Polish. Half Polish, half English. Rather than slightly to the west. Where's Chester? Must be getting blind. It's a nice screenshot. See where the sun's starting to set now up north. Oh, same token actually. I just noted that. EasyHN. EasyHN. Same tail code. Don't know if that's illegal or not. I'm not going to stop now until I find Crewe. Right, Wrexham is more Whitchurch. Try to find a railway line. That'll point it for me. I'm sure it's Crewe I changed that. Oh right, it's I'm sure railway lines, is it? Because it's there's Stafford, there's Telford, Wolverhampton, Shrewsbury. Crewe, it's just to the east, literally east of Chester. That's Derby, Stoke-on-Trent. Where is it? I must be going crazy. Alright, look for Newcastle on the Line, which itself is north of Stafford. Right, Stafford, Stoke-on-Trent. I'm going crazy. It's not that far north. There's Nantwich. My word, is Crewe really marked as a minor town in this? I never realised. I'm sure Crewe's a large city. No, fair enough. Well, there's Crewe. Well, apparently Crewe's a minor town that no one cares about. I'm sure it's a lot bigger than that in real life. Really odd that. How are we doing? Sorry, I'm going crazy now. I'm sure I knew where Crewe was, but it just marks it down as a tiny little settlement, a village. But Stone's massive apparently. Right, how are we doing? So reach our cruising altitude 220, snack straight going through the cabin, we'll turn off the seatbelt sign, give passenger freedoms back. And while we're here, very shortly we'll go through the cabin itinerary and see who's on board our flight. God, we're no good at GeoGuessr. If I can't get that right, GeoGuessr, that'll be all over the place for me. It's Tuesday today. That's what you get. It's like it's like opposite day. Everything's not quite the way you expect it, but hey, done it now. So yeah, how are you guys in chat today? How are you all doing today? Hope you're keeping well. Hope you're enjoying yourselves. So we're doing all right. So we've reached our cruising altitude. It's only an hour or so till we land. Cross the 2,000, that's fine. That's what's landing like 10,000, didn't I? What's today, is it? Yeah, 2 pilots. One to fly, and the other one to check they're doing everything all right. And while I'm here, I shall start with a few screenshots to the old Volanta. And we've got work tomorrow morning. A nice holiday away, but do need to work for the income sometimes. I'm alright, Martin. I'm alright. Kai, welcome Kai, how you doing? Buzz in the chat. How are you today, dude? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chats. How's Gatwick holding up for you, apart from you've already left? Sad face. Yeah, so these are a few screenshots to Volanta, and then while they're uploading, we'll go through the passenger itinerary, see who's on board in detail. Any names are recognised, this is the bit we check. So everybody else is known from the first page, keep it going down. Not particularly today. Donald and Bren together, very good. No, pretty in the cabin, nobody I really recognise on board today. Oh well, we get some, we don't get some. Anyone chat spots the name, give us a shout and we'll go through our details for you. Everything's a pretty standard departure route with little going on. Back now, very good. It's basically dying on me. Yeah, that was odd. I'm not sure. Let me go back to the stream. Like I said, I'm going to use YouTube editors to kind of kill that bit, but if I go back for the sake of showing that it existed, what did actually YouTube show? So you enter the runway, and then the internet cuts off, and then all of a sudden the aircraft just starts falling through the ground. So the ground just doesn't exist anymore, and we start falling through the ground. It's like, what is going on? Very peculiar. The ground just disappears, the aircraft falls through it. It's the big gap in the earth. Is it the same gap you were looking at earlier on, Kai, was it? When you were looking at the Gatwick scenery, panning around? God knows. General Max 8 in real life. I enjoyed it, TKC. So I flew the Max 8 from London Stansted to Tenerife South, which is about 4.5 hours. It's a comfy enough aircraft, I can't complain. You board it like an normal airplane from the front and rear doors. Yes, there's extra row doors in the middle, but you don't really do anything with that. There's a missing seat kind of on the right side as well, so you're missing missing one seat, which is kind of the exit bit. But no, for the most part, it's a standard Ryanair flight. You board it, you fly it, feels alright in the air. You say feel the weight of the landing gear and the flaps drop, because the aircraft is slightly a lot heavier compared to the old NG series, so you can feel the difference to weight, but it's still, for the most part, pretty minor anyway. But it was a good flight. If you get a chance to fly the Ryanair Max, I do. If fly any Max, I recommend it. It's worth a trip. Worth a trip. YouTube ads. No, go away ads. I don't want ads. So on a quick message, 2 seconds. I've not watched the Downfall documentary Envy. It's on the list, but not yet watched. Do I fly back to my don't knick-knack? I only fly it on IVAO. Right, let's have a look at our approach today. So I'm expecting to do the 06 06 offset approach for, sorry, 08 offset approach. Insert of that, go to flight plan, let me just zoom it to the end, check how that all lines up, probably really badly, but hey ho. Yeah, that's starting an approach. You can see it's mostly straight in, but it's definitely at an angle for a kind of last minute left hand turn going to the runway, so we do need to take a bit of a hands on approach for that. What I'll likely end up doing is so where's that Isle of Man waypoint? That's one that's kind of, I guess, causing the so loose sod, from loose sort of kind of manually vector it to the west, and then kind of fly into the approach. So it's an offset approach, nothing too difficult today, but it's actually a bit of fun for us for the sake of an offset, more, I wouldn't say it's really even challenging, but it's just a different kind of approach, And that's mainly to avoid the hill kind of by Castletown. So Castletown's the capital of Douglas. Douglas castle of Isle of Man. Castletown's like the secondary city alongside Port Erin. Yeah, Douglas is the capital, and then you've got Castletown. So it's kind of to avoid the castle and the hill when you approach. At least you got water and ground, I guess, boss man. For me, the ground just disappeared. We fell through the earth. The earth just ceased to exist. Whatever that meant. Yeah, we'll do alright. We'll do alright tonight. So we'll continue our cruise. Joy, if you own an airline, which aircraft would you have in it, your fleet, and where do you hub or locate? I don't know. I mean, in the fleet, I'd probably just go for a singles fleet of either 737s or A320s for the sake of single fleet aircraft. Well, single fleet's generally cheaper to operate, so stick to one type of aircraft and only stick with it. But as for the airports, when you look at Europe, it's a very saturated market. You'd be having to do a lot of competition, especially with like Ryanair, easyJet and Wizz Air. They'd be difficult to operate, so I don't know. It's something that if I did a bit of research into it, TKC, then potentially I can give you an answer, but off the get-go, it's quite a difficult one to answer that if you want a proper explanation with it. And I could just say A380, 50 A380 at Heathrow. Big aeroplanes at Heathrow, there you go, that's an answer. But if you want a proper answer, I'll have to do a bit of research into it. Yeah, I've noticed the wing tips are looking good again on the easyJet, so I've downloaded an update to delivery which fixes the wing tips, and then we're just a blank white wing tip on one side. The other one's just orange, the other one's just white, and no text. Welcome Sable, welcome Amman, how are you doing? Welcome to the channel, welcome to chat, how are you both doing today? If I just look at the intercepts now for the approach, so we need to get to, let's grab the old charts again. Right, close that now, don't need to get any more, go to the end, approach charts for runway 08, pin you. Yeah, so the Isle of Man VO, that's fine, we can pin that for the sake of pinning it. Yeah, it's an offset localizer, 1515084 course. Oh, so do we have to come in via the I'll probably skip that bit just for the sake of flying in via the well, come match up at Delta 8.2. Inset's 2000, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. One set's at 2000. So if I go to the calculator, sync the altitudes 200, so 63 miles to 10 today, 63 miles. We go over to Leicester, hope you'll be able to do a fix, we can do. Reference fix at, what have we got available for us? Foxtrot India or Charlie India. many miles is that? That's right, 1.2, so 1.5 to 4 miles out. So it's going to be, yeah, Charlie India 08. Fix Charlie India 08. Input that. That one. And the radial 63. Right, full base plan. There you go. Now I've got a circle drawn 63 miles around that intercept point. That dotted line there, presumably the top of descent. So yeah, we are using the FlyByWire, the experimental mode, which has got the bells and whistles of its VNAV and top percent marker. Just doesn't work properly yet, so that's still one for the future. But that is a marker. Fair enough, it's a straight line marker, not the most accurate in the world, but it's mostly straight line path anyway. So 63 miles, that'll be our top of descent. Yes, car, we are using the 3080 now. It arrived a little while ago for us. So that's a world away from what we were using before. A whole world away from that. The position of the sun, if the sun starts setting very soon, in the next half hour or so. Fish London Gatwick again. Some of them sets. Get down on my sorry, switch that off. Much better. And yeah, easyJet is handling flight so far, so good. Yeah, it's been a while, dude. How are you doing these days? Hope you're keeping alright. It's a mix of high and ultra cars. A few settings I have had to reduce for the sake of streaming and keeping it running stable at 4K as opposed to 1080p now. So mine is 4K streaming at 1440p. A few things I've had to drop slightly, but for the most part it's a mix of high and ultra, which does look a lot better than we did before anyway. So I'm happy with 3080. It's done me very, very well so far. Camera reviews weird. In what opinion? Well, in what ways is it weird? I'd be interested to know. Very shortly, we're flying over Manchester, which has got active tower at the moment. And man, not so. There are 2 aircraft inbound, 2 from Gatwick. Aircraft slowly on our tail there. There will be both an A350 and an A380 for Flight Sim and IVAO. Both will come in time. Still a lot of development to go with these aircrafts. Just be patient, they will come. Right, so welcome to Manchester. Look now, we've got the airport. There it is, Manchester Airport. Semi-busy at the moment. Aircraft the ground as well. I'm going to try and spot them from. Oh, yeah, there you go. Spot one aircraft from the air. It's 28787. Very nice. There is one aircraft standing there. That's going to be a. What is that? 757 of some sort. Can't tell the airline from this altitude. We've got 2 aircraft to stand. Both from there. Watching out shortly. Go to the web eye and confirm who they are. So yeah, so 2E787 going to Toulouse. And that was an A321, sorry, an A321 that just landed in from Bergen. Very nice. Yes, well, it's not really gusty Superfly, it's quite a standard wind at the moment. About 20 knots. Really gusting at the moment. So I'm top of the descent about 30 miles or so now, not too far from that. Have I done easyJet? Several times. They're one of my more frequent airlines. Since 2006, I have flown them. Since 2006, I've flown easyJet, okay, only 8 times, but 8 times since 2006. My second most is British Airways with 11 flights. The most frequent is Ryanair 49 flights. So there's a bit of a gap between my first and second, and then all the rest of them. Ryanair is certainly my most frequented airline. Which, to be fair, it's made down to their ticket pricing. They're a cheap old bunch to fly with. I have seen a lot of the world with them. Do I phase your Ryanair? None of either of them. They're both about the same kind of experience. Slow thrills, sit and enjoy flight basically. That's what you expect with them. So, I don't know, they're similar experiences for me. I've never really had one over the other. They're both about the same. There's a cheap ticket, you expect simple flights. With a little hassle, I guess. Although easyJet have a lot more domestic flights with them, because Ryanair don't do domestic in the UK anymore. They stopped doing them as Liverpool airports. I stopped doing them just before COVID struck, because Ryanair stopped doing domestic flights down to the competition they faced with them with easyJet and British Airways, and the fact they didn't expect to really. Well, the flights are kind of sold the least amount of tickets for, so they removed them all, and then COVID struck, and they realised, oops, maybe we could have kept them for a little bit longer. It's not the end of the world. Now that we can fly international again, well, starting to at least. There's Anfield, there's the Goodison Park Stadium, Liverpool and Everton. Very shortly, we'll be over the water. To the calculator, so to the FMS calculator. Right, top percent QNH is 1016. Temperature 9 degrees centigrades, correction 8 degrees centigrades. Magnitude of winds 26019. There's 5 there apparently. Really? Oh, sorry. /19. Transition altitude 6000. Barometer is going to be, for our minimums, 380. Cool, that's our sets. Right, it's down to 2000. Let's get going. So it's about 1 hour from start to finish today. 1 hour exactly from Gatwick to Isle of Man, Douglas. I do like 777X. I've got no problem with it. I've never seen one in real life, but as soon as they land at Heathrow, I'll probably go check them out. Yeah, if it flies well, it flies well. I'll definitely check out. I'll definitely fly 777X. Got no reason not to. I mean, I flew the 737 Max. So I've got no issue with anything. I also on the ND, so I've set a fix around the intercept of glide slope, Jacob, and essentially that's just kind of my mark for top of descent. So that's about 67 was it? It's going to change now because I'm sending. Yeah, that was about 67 miles around the fix for top of descent for the intercept, and if that's kind of my pretend top of descent indicator, it does the job pretty much. It just sits there and counts miles for me. Alright, start top descent now. We'll be landing very shortly. We'll be landing in less than 34 minutes, that's for sure. Right, on the seatbelt signs, bring passengers back to their seats. It's a long flight that Mexico City to Madrid, Alvaro. Probably not anytime soon. Which do I like better? Douglas Blackpool. I've been to Blackpool in real life, Nick. Not been to Douglas. I'm afraid I can't really give a comparison between the two. It's on the list of places to go, Douglas. But I'm afraid the answer is not yet. Almost there, Elaine. Almost there for our first leg. We'll turn things around and make our way back over to Gatwick again for return flights. Pace FlyByWire slope descending at 2,000 feet per minute. We're doing right now about 2,200 feet per minute. So, okay, a little bit higher, I guess. It's not the end of the world. Yep, today's 22.222 plane spotting. Today is Tuesday, the 22nd. As we're doing 2 1-hour flights, so flying for 2 hours on Tuesday, 22nd of the 2nd, 22. 2 flights. And hopefully at the other man, trying to go snipe ourselves in for stand 2 as well. I'll grab the parking stands for the airports. The answer is yes. West Apron. Okay, fair enough. I might not be able to do West Apron stand 2 because that's a remote stand. We need to do 5 or 6. Fair enough. We'll go for a normal stand then. Not the end of the world. Well, no, because if we live for another 100 years, Dan, it'll be 2122. Doesn't work that way, I'm afraid. It'll have to be 200 years for 2222. Then it'll be 22nd of the 2nd, 2222. So that'll be 200 years, I'm afraid you have to wait for. Train video soon, Clark. Hopefully on Thursday I'll try and do a train video. some speed a little bit. Bring in a little bit speedy at the moment. It's all this altitude we've got. Yeah, but if there's a 1 in it, Dan, it doesn't work as 21. 21, 22 doesn't work, it has to be 22, 22.
We have begun our final descent to your destination. Flight attendants
Set, killed descent, just for the sake of slowing down.
the tray tables are stowed and secured in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket or under the seat flexible.
Still FlightControlReplay, get the replay up and running for this. So we'll do both flights first, then we'll do replays at the end, as we normally do with the double flight stuff. So A320 into Isle of Man. We're really slowing this airplane down now. Come on. That's one. Landing systems on. As soon as it gets to waypoints, turn left heading to 60. Parallel to runway, very short bits. Then make the right hand turn and bring it into land. I've got freeway scenery for Ronaldsway, so hopefully should bring it a bit to life. Should be alright, should be alright. Yep, 1108 Superflight. That's the fun approach into the Isle of Man. Right, 102. Sorry, question 1016. Speed brakes. Yes, Superflight, but as I just said, we're doing the fun approach. We're going to do the offset approach. When you do what you want, Superfly, I'm doing my approach. Right, set up the Unicorn for 08 at Ronaldsway. So no starter's approach, but on the ILS. Just over there. See the Isle of Man, there's the airport visible to us now. Oh, I feel like fly other aircrafts, Steve-O. This is just the most, well, it's the most available short-haul aircraft on Microsoft Flight Sim, that's for sure. Go to my recent PMDG stream, did the 737 not long ago. So yeah, I'll do a few other aircrafts. I don't always stick to the 320s every single day. Whereas the airport will be, well, so the interceptor glide site, about 10 miles to our right hand side as soon as we get there. We'll turn right, heading 350 very shortly. Depends how far, well, give me a new one, say dude, first, but depends how far from the airport you are. Now I'm still a lot closer to it, so I'll probably get in for you anyway. Turn right, heading 360. Sorry, correction, 350.
2,500.
Start with the 310, I think, just for the sake of getting it onto a approach for the 08 intercepts. Not reduce speed just yet. Can I take the approach to those? One in right now, fly directs to the Isle of Man point. Should give me. How does that look? Yeah, that works for me, I think. Yeah, go direct to China to 08 for the sake of simplicity. Right, inside that. Let's ground ourselves into the airport now. So we're at 2,000 feet, which is the intercept altitude to glide slope. Go back to the airplane now. That starts slowing us down. Resets to medium. Spoilers armed. Landing gear. They're at 7 miles. Landing lights. Whoops. Oh, that's on. Sorry. I'm stupid now. Sorry. Stay on. Right. Cabin check. That's position 2. Select 0. Make a right hand turn. Now we'll get into the glide slope 08. Ooh, that's interesting. I've never seen the ground glitch like that before. Random red markings everywhere. I've got a feeling that my sim hasn't quite survived the glitch on the ground at Gatwick earlier on. Very annoying, I must admit. Right, localizer active. It's be a minor graphical glitch. We can survive that. It's the magic of Tuesday. When you fly on Tuesday, the ground just doesn't quite know what to do anymore. Gives itself up. Do you mess up Microsoft Flight? I don't mess up. The sim certainly plays around, whatever this is, but what can you do? Microsoft Flight Sim never change. Gear down. Sets. Cabin crew, seats for landing please. Seats for landing. That's with the hand cam.
1,000.
1,000. Stable approach. Since it's offset, we need to bring it in manually. Let's pilot off. Right, so we'll send to it for the runway 08.
500. 400.
Nice and steady.
100 above. 300. Minimum.
Minimum to continue.
200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard,
Off the throttle.
10, 5,
Reverse thrust sets. 100 knots. 80 knots. 6 knots reverses cut. Vacate runway to the left.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have reached our destination. The local time is 4.
Yeah, but a nice offset approach
and it's
into
currently about 15 degrees Celsius.
the Isle of Man.
You can now use your mobile
Spoilers
devices.
down, flaps
Please don't
up.
be seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop and the seatbelt sign is turned off.
Looks like you've vacated the
Remember to
runway.
take caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have shifted during the flight. If this is your final destination,
Landing
thank you for
lights
flying with us, and we
off.
hope to see you again.
Looks like set. APU start. And also turn off the transponder. Oops, now on the grass. The grass little immersion braking. You don't say, generic. Right, do I go straight here? I don't know. The taxiway kind of just glitches out. Yeah, the answer is yes. I do go straight to. Interesting airport. This. Don't know what's quite there, what's not. There's an aircraft at stand on its way to Birmingham very shortly, so I'm on a short little flight coming out of us. I'm quite busy out of the man. 3 aircraft on the ground. President's busy in real life, to be fair. Do you know that you can get to Isle of Man from Heathrow with Logan Air? They operate this as a domestic UK flights. And it's on my list of places to go. Isle of Man, so it's on the list. So certainly one I will look at doing in the next couple of months, if all goes to plan. Well, not this year, maybe next year, but we'll see how things go for it first. So I'll find a stand, maybe just the one next to the easyJet will do. In fact, this one has got the ground services for us, so we'll probably use this one. Turn to the right. So to the left, nice and steady straight. Turn to the right. And hold. Brake sets. APB sets. Face lights off. Engines off. Seatbelts off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Isle of Man, Ronaldsway. Flight time today is about 53 minutes, so landed nice and early. Local time right now, 7, temperature at a nice and cool 8 degrees centigrade. We thank you for flying with easyJet today, hoping you enjoyed the flight with us on board. Any questions on the way out to the cabin crew? Otherwise we thank you for flying. Cabin crew, disarm doors and cross check please. No, not UK 2000, generic pilot. This is freeware senior off the Flight Sim 2. This is all freeware. A couple of easyJets that stand right now. I presume his scenery is a bit different to us because he's going through the middle of us. Fair enough. Hey, welcome to a kind of busy Ronaldsway, I guess. I might just kill PACX to be fair. For some reason it's speech thing. It used to be really like slow and did it really behind. Now it's like, oh, it listens to everything you ever say and more. Right, 56 hour power, AP comes off. Let's finish recording on the FlightControlReplay. Oh, no worries moving, it's getting closer and closer to that plane. And zoom is going to hit us. Yeah, it's going to go right after our cockpits. Bang. Oh, it just missed us. Lucky. Lucky. Right. So, still listening to us. Right, end of flight, after reports U2855, A320neo from Gatwick to Ronaldsway, 54-minute flight time, planned departure 18:29, planned departure 28, planned arrival 39, planned at 22, 176 passengers, no satisfaction, and you're at 88, and the report time 101. Not bad that, not bad at all. So, we'll save that. I'll drop flight reports in chat, those who wish to look at it in more detail. That's us. I had to do yesterday, I did flight from Manchester and back. Taking my own free time, because why not? Right, here's the flight report. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch over to the return flight on IVAO. So that'll be easy 41 Papa November. Going to switch the overlay now. Yeah, okay, fair enough, screw that. There's a departure time way behind that. Right, so switch that around, stick the new call sign in. So Isle of Man to Gatwick Airport, I'll switch at the top now. And let us prepare our return. Also, drop the new flight link as well for those who want to track us back. So if I quickly grab the copy. That kind of works now, his parts in the stand next to us. I presume the stands he saw earlier, the mismatch. If I started a flight on there, that would probably be quite handy, wouldn't it? Give me 2 seconds, so let's upload that. Watch replays at the end, Mark. If we ever do 2 flights in one, we'll watch replays at the end, given that if you watch a replay midway through the stream, it messes up the cockpit continuity. So you just mess around the buttons and stuff, and it just doesn't work. So it's better to do all the flights first and then the replays at the very end. Explains it all easier of how it kind of works, but Microsoft Flight Sim are more adamant with what you do. So we'll do the flight first, then we'll do the replays at the very end. Right, so we'll end the flights. Start a new flight. Let's prepare, shall we? So, had a flight plan from IVAO. So way round and loop. Go try it again, shall we? Had a flight plan, check from sim brief, that's not uploaded yet, so I need to do it manually, won't I? That's fine. Right, Isle of Man, back to Echo Golf, Kilo Kilo. The alternative is going to be... really? I'm just going to parachute school apparently, yeah, that's our alternative today. Can't make it into Gatwick for some reason. Call sign is going to be this. The U2856. There we go, that is good to go. Right, actually I'll probably just also paste a text route. So if I go to the flight plan got expected, which is all of this, save the route, yeah, I guess add it perfect. Right, let's plan. So Fms Initialization, Echo Golf November Sierra to Echo Golf Kilo Kilo, insert that. Flight number is U2856. Cost next is going to be 36. Cruising altitude of level is 330 apparently. I don't think we've got that as. Okay, we'll go 330, why not? If that's what flight plan wants. It's better to go 36 as the alternative was earlier on. Flight plan, that's going to be all the. Yeah, it's going to be incorrect from the last flight, so we can just ignore all that. This stuff flight plan. Fuel on board today is going to be 5195, so we'll say 5200s. That's the FMS. Next page. 0 for in terms of gravity. 0 for weight is going to be 63.7. So it's staying slightly heavier on the way back. With the centre of gravity of this time 22.4. Block fuel 5.2. Over to the flight plan, we'll plug in our first waypoint, which is going to be Timis. No start, so no SID, we're going to direct it to Timis. We then fly the Quebec 39 to Nomsu. Uniform Quebec 4 to Well 151 to Disset, and I'll approach Disset 1 Golf runway to 6 left at Gatwick. Flight plan complete. Start the passenger boarding process. So I'm going to switch this around. Kick off Kilo Kilo, make that 6, say 3000. Flight time will be 1 hour and 10 minutes exactly. Departure in approximately 26 minutes. A320neo with a passenger count of 186. So a few more passenger boards return flight today, 186. Again, no Wi-Fi, no entertainment, no boarding. We have a safety briefing for easyJet. Guest snacks, no meals, and that's boarding. Back down to the FMS. We'll need to go over to the NTD menu, ATSU, AOC, request a new weather sheet while we're at it. Return to weight and balance. Not that, sorry. Alright, so it's passenger count. So 17 should be 186. Payload 19.4. So a little less cargo, more passengers today. Oh, okay, fair enough, we'll just skip it then, that's fine. So that's going to board it. Passenger will enter, that is fine. We won't greet passengers because the thing just times out itself now, which is a bit of a pain. Print out on your weather sheet, so ATSU, AOC, received, menu, print. That was you turning off all the overhead handle lights you want. Look where you're going. Right, departure. Departure runway, time we use 26. No SID, insert that. Directs to Timis. Max level 230, perfect. Fuel still fueling, so that's fine. Let's see if I'll take a pass, we'll sit down now. Is our fuel done? Yeah, it stops fueling now, so start the APU up. And we'll start up our performance calculation. Right, so Echo Golf November Sierra, call that runway 26, pull the meter, dry conditions, anti-ice speed off, takeoff weight is going to be 68, center of gravity 22.4, and flex config 1, PACX will be on. What have we missed out on? 26, dry, where's that on? 68, got the meter, got the runway. Let me restart the tool. Right, Echo Golf November Sierra, pull that. Ironman Airports. Runway 26, the meter, 1017, temperature 7 degrees centigrade, winds 260, 17 knots, dry conditions, anti-ice off. Right, that was 68. That was 22.4. PACX will be on. Oh, I'm surprised. I don't know why it can't let us calculate it. It was working earlier. So that's fine. You tell me that it's not going to work. Okay. 26, get the meter. So if we say then toga takeoff, well, let's do a toga either. PACX off, anti-ice off. Fair enough, it's not working in every airport, so in that case we'll go back to the old TCP, I think, this one. TEC, there it is. Good old TPC, welcome back. Right, A320, runway length is 1199. Oh, that's probably a short runway. Fair enough. In that case, toga it is, I think. Airport elevation will be 0. Wind component is headwind of that. Outside temperature is 872 centigrade. QNH 1017. Takeoff weight is that. Flaps 1, anti-ice, no, wrong condition is dry. Flex 43, 1 for the... Yeah, so we have a flex number. I think we go toga today because of the short runway. So, in it, performance.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I would love to welcome you.
139,
When you find your seat,
145,
your larger carry-on items in the overhead bin,
and
smaller items
147.
underneath the seat in front of you.
Transition
Unless
to
you're in a
6000.
front row, please place all of your items
Flaps
in the
1, flex temp
If you have any trouble
is
finding a location
0,
for carry-on items,
and
please let
flex
flight attendant know.
toga.
If the
With
overhead
that,
bin
we are
is
ready to go, I think,
carry-on
so
inside of it,
make sure the
please close
APU
the bin
lead
at the
is
courtesy of
set.
other passengers. Once all your items are put away, please clear the aisle and sit down in your seat
Could
to
eat some more
allow other
power.
passengers to find their
See, the other EasyJet has taxied now, be leaving. There you go, yeah, just leaving now very shortly. Just have a few minutes to wait for the last few passengers to board, I think. So as soon as boarding is complete, we will then push back from stand and get ourselves out of it. Toga take off fine. That's fine. That's fine. I've not taken a little while. That makes sense, a short runway. You should update to take calculator. It shouldn't work. Okay, I'll look at the update as well for that. Is it flaps 3 Togo Iron Man? Really? AO aircraft is IVAO. MJ, it's IVAO. The people you saw on the ground are real people. I'm dropping an updated flight link too, so if we wish to track our flights, this is the link to do so. Okay, leave it blank then, so we got. That's fine. Airport reference chance, that's fine. Cleared that, don't need this one anymore. Need this anymore. And pin that. Welcome Lee, how are you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chat, how are you today? The altitude to 32,000 feet. So Gatwick Tower is still online for us, that's always appreciated. There they are. Let's go off to Birmingham. Quite a short little flight today. Right, on the APU, that's all fine. Cockpit setup is complete. Just waiting for the passengers. As for taxiing, we'll be taxiing. So pushing back on to East Apron. Taxi down Echo, cross 0, 3, correction, crossing, well specified, fair enough. The origin is apparently, right, it's 2-1, so crossing Echo, runway 2-1, onto Echo, holding Alpha 1. So Echo, Alpha 1. We're at stand.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome aboard flight 2856 with service to London Gatwick. Our flight time will be roughly 1 hour and 10 minutes. Please note the cabin door is now closed. We ask that you make sure that all devices are in airplane mode and your larger devices are now shut down and stowed. If you have not already, please fasten your seatbelt and verify it is low and tight across.
Oh, is that you going to Birmingham there, Nick? Very good. Good to see you, dude. Take care. Have a good flight. Short little trip, that, but it's actually worth it, I guess, for the ATC there.
Cabin crew secure doors for departure.
Right, score the ground tug, shall we? Ground from flight deck. Request pushback.
Pushback request confirmed.
Right, so toggling over to position. Just get ready to get out of it. Welcome Fly Home, how you doing? One channel chats. Ground from flights deck.
Ground here, departure checks completed, doors and hatches closed, bypass pin inserted, release the brakes.
Brakes released.
And off we go.
Turn facing
You are clear
east.
to start the engines. Let me turn you to an eastern course.
Engine 2 starts.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now ask for your
Welcome Nancy, how you
attention
doing?
to take
One channel
you to
chats, how are you today, dude?
of this aircraft. A safety card is in your seat pocket showing the exit routes, oxygen masks, life jackets, and brace position that you must adopt if you hear brace, brace. There are 2 emergency exits at the rear, 4 in the middle, and 2 at the front of the cabin. Floor lighting will guide you to an exit. Please be aware that your nearest exit may be behind you. In an baggage.
Stop the pushback.
Okay, please confirm when the parking brakes are set.
Brakes set.
Fine. Have a nice flight.
Right, pushback in the stand. Engine 2 starts, and we'll go for number 1.
If the air supply fails, masks will drop from above you. Pull a mask towards you to start the oxygen. Put the mask over your nose and mouth. Hold in place with the strap. Pull on each side to
Engine
adjust.
2 available.
Put on
Engine
your
1
nose
starts.
before helping others. If we land on water, take the life jacket from under your seat. Put it over your head. Pass the tapes around your waist.
I'm not the biggest fan of Domino's pizza. I've always preferred Pizza Huts or Papa John's. Domino's, their bases I don't find so great.
Inflate by pulling the toggle. If it fails to inflate or needs topping up, blow into the tube. There is a light and whistle for attracting attention. We also carry flotation aids for children. Your tray table must now be stowed, armrest down, window blinds open, and seatbelt fastened. We wish you a pleasant flight with easyJet.
Let's wait for everyone to stabilise. We'll wait as usual, we'll do our control checks. Inverter's active. Aileron's active. Rudder is active. Spoilers up. Spoilers down. Cool. Control checks are good. Engine 1's available. Flaps down to 1. Turn off the ignition. APU comes off. Taxi lights on. Taxi to the runway. And hopefully have the easyJets that stand also a chance to escape as well. Now hopefully this time the ground won't just magically disappear on us. That was a strange oddity. Not one I've certainly had before. That was a first for me. Yeah, it is. Yeah, return flight should be alright today, Anthony. Return flight should be alright. It's not the longest in the world, about an hour. I've got Tower waiting for us at the other end, so if all goes to plan, should be pretty good indeed. Now across runway 21. Make a left onto Alpha. Yep, flaps 1. Could go back to calculating, make it flaps 2 if need be. Yeah, go on then, flaps 2 for takeoff, set that. Jet lift dates, that's fine. Jolt flaps 2. Brake set to max. Cabin check. Spoilers armed. Takeoff big test, takeoff big normal, we're good to go. Tips to keep in center line, just practice, dude. The more you practice, the better you get. Practice the more you fly, dude. We'll get there. Into the runway. Notice I'll take intentions, and then lights come on. Right, takeoff. SRS runway. Throttle toga. Thrust sets. 80 knots. 100 knots. 120. V1 rotates. There's the glitchy ground again. Just not sure what causes that, but actually I have an idea what causes it. And actually the answer is an issue which Bing Maps natively has. And basically that is the fact that it's got two loads of data at a similar kind of LOD value. That's one. And what it tries to do is, because they're quite similar in terms of their definition, it tries to load both of them at the same time. As a result, it causes the glitch which you see, which is kind of pinning two map data at the same time. So yeah, it's down to, well, Bing Maps being an issue to be fair on that occasion. Looking at the man on a few places of the Google Maps mod, which would be worth having. Oh, goodbye Castletown, it's been a pleasure. It's up. Reset spoilers. 6,000 feet. Standard altimeter. Next stop, London Gatwick. Hopefully the frame rate won't drop too badly for us. But time will tell with that. Due to issues, which issues have you got there, Superfly? Hopefully not as dramatic as the ground disappearing on you. What have you come across, dude? What have you come across? Right, 10,000 feet. And lights off. So as we're flying back as the sun starts to set, what I will do is I'll add some integrated lighting to the cockpit. That way, when the sun goes down, we should get some clear visibility of our control systems around us. It should help when the sun sets, which in any case should be in about 20 odd minutes. So we'll be, I won't say it'll be dark when we get to Gatwick again, but certainly not as bright it is right now. The sun will start to set very quickly in the next half hour or so. Climate level 330, so much higher cruising altitude today. I'll talk a little bit earlier too than what the calculator gives us later on. Get to about 15,000, you can switch off the landing lights, seatbelt sign, sorry. Give passengers their freedoms back. And continue on with the rest of our flights. Oh yeah, issues with IVAO, planes were going over a bit. Oh yes, yeah, no, that's the bad server glitch. If you have that issue, dude, just change shard server and you're pretty much good to go. Yeah, that glitch happens when one of the shard services can sometimes drop a little bit. Just change shard, it should bring itself back to life. If you go back to my flights when I flew from Gatwick to Barbados, that was a flight where there was a Virgin aircraft the whole way going glitchy next to us. Certainly an interesting one, that's for sure. But it was a good flight overall. I can't fuss. Alright, seatbelts off. Your passenger freedom's back. And as I upload some screenshots to Volanta, let's go through our itinerary, shall we? And see who's on board, who's on our aircraft today. So as we climb. Move to the cabin. Who's on board today? Let's say, interesting surname there. I wonder what nationality that comes from. So yeah, Les Gibson. Can't recognise that name. Should they related to like the spouse of Nelgus and stuff like that? I'll have to check. Apart from that, pretty simple cabin. No names I really recognise today. If you want to chat about someone, give us a shout and I'll be able to get the stats out for you. We're heading back to Gatwick. We're landing in approximately, well, it's actually no more than an hour and 12 minutes. That's way above our estimated. That'll be way above. Sharp-through's highest percentage. Yeah, that's generally what I do as well, Superfly. I'll go for one that has the highest percentage because that's generally the safe one that most people are using right now. Over there, that's going to be Holyhead, north of Wales. But someone up there was Bangor, which is about there-ish. And Clandia Pula Gwingi Goga Sicilio Gogogo, which is kind of there-ish, kind of along that bit. After that, I went down south towards Aberystwyth, and then down. Actually, a bit further north. So yeah, started off at Bangor and Clandia PG. Then I went to Port Merion, and then from Port Merion down to Aberystwyth. Good day of travel that, really enjoyed it. It's been 2 full days in Wales, travel along the coastline. Top 3 favourite aircraft liveries, TKC. I don't know. I liked the old Air Canada one, the slight shade of blue, that was quite nice. My favourite is Nok Air. They're an airline based in I can't remember, it's Philippines or Thailand, it's one of the two. But Nok Air, their liveries are fantastic. Basically just paint the face of birds on all their aeroplanes, really good. So they're my number 1, but I don't know, number 2, number 3, I'll have to do a bit of searching for. The Hendon A320neo, Nicholas. Good aircraft, really enjoy it. I've flown it a couple of times long and medium haul. It's worth the download. If you're looking for an A330, worth the download. That is combined with the A320nX cockpit. It makes them for really good. It makes for some really good flying. So yes, worth the download. Definitely worth a look at the headwind. Alright, very shortly back over mainland England. Welcome Jamie, how are you doing? You're through the Royal Jordanian, Etihad Air and New Zealand. Air New Zealand's pretty good. Royal, I don't know. Royal and Etihad, I find they're kind of more your generic liveries, I guess. They're nice liveries, don't get me wrong, but they're not kind of stand out wow for me. They're not the pizzazz, I guess, the pizzazz of normal livery. I'm looking at my model aeroplane shit. If anything on there really inspires. Not really. I mean, like Ryanair, that's kind of the standard Euro white livery. Not that I was copied that these days. Again, louder, similar kind of thing. British Airways. British Airways is alright. I like the logo kind of how it curves around the front set of windows. It's pretty good. Air Berlin. It's again standard Euro white livery. There's a lot of standard Euro white these days. Liveries get more and more generic. The new Icelandair. A lot of people don't like the new Icelandair livery, but for me it's grown on me. I don't mind that one too much, I must admit. I've seen worse liveries out there. Right, passing 30,000 feet. Very shortly we shall be at cruise. Reflection on at the moment. It's looking mighty good there. Right, 12 to cruise. So we shall be at this altitude for about 10-15 minutes or so, and then it'll be time to start our descent into London again. So I'll do our calculation for the top descent very shortly. And quick screenshot uploads to Volanta. So if I was looking for a British Airways flight at Gatwick earlier on, like a short haul Gatwick British Airways flight, but I remembered, at least I forgot that British Airways cancelled their short haul flights at Gatwick for the time being. And I couldn't find any equal sign, so I chose easyJet instead, which to be fair, kind of works for me with the Ironman flights. Not done Ironman before, at least I have on FSX when I was doing the FS Passenger series, but I've not done it properly as a jet flight, so it's nice to finally go back to Isle of Wight. That was Isle of Man, sorry, that was a nice trip worth doing. It's on the list of places for me to go to in real life, so nice to cover it. Right, runway 26 left on the ILS. Expecting the Disit 1 Golf arrival today. Insert that. Check the flight plan for any discontinuities. Oh, keypad, very nice. Yeah, that's what I was looking at. The nice glitches of the FMS. Right, what's causing this one? I think Willow's out of place, is it? Holly... Oh no, what is this? Right, Kidley... Where's Kidley? There's Midhurst, right. Kidley, Midhurst... Twofoz is fine. Holly's fine. We'll clear Willow. Let me just look at Navigraph for the sake of what the heck is this flight plan all about. Approach charts into Gatwick, 26 left. So I need to add Mayfields to it, man. That's fine, I can do that. And get rid of them on the part charts, don't need this anymore. So add Mayfields. In that, and set to 2000. So Holly to May. With any luck, it should be a lot smoother now. Much smoother. Right, insert that. And Mayfield to Charlie Foxtrot 26 left. Foxtrot, Foxtrot 26. Yep, that looks good to me. Oh, it's still showing a temporary lines there. Let's just direct the keypad and force it to acknowledge. There we go. Right, good to go. Approach is happy. So based on the charts, initial approach will be via Willow into Midhurst, Midhurst into Mayfield, Mayfield into runway 26 lefts. So Midhurst, Holly, Mayfield, 26 left, that's fine. That's top of descent, calculate that, so the inset rise up at 2,000 feet. 97 miles today, 97, 187 to go. So if I go to Charlie Foxtrot, confirm that again. Oh yes, Foxtrot, Foxtrot, 97. You can see the top of the glide slope. Foxtrot, Foxtrot, 26 left. 27 radius and ping. Cool. There's our basic top percent marker right there. I'm not flying Croatian raw lines in real life. Zach, if I go into Croatian raw life, and I'll probably look into flying them. That's the Syrian. Maybe one day we'll do a Totus flight with that. Airbuilds at TKC, never flown them, so I can't really say much about it, I'm afraid. Kyle Moen, well, if you're a channel member, Life is Sus, then you can certainly request the flights. Oh, you enjoy touch and go, Zex. So top percent for me at about 45 miles. So we have 2,000 feet. Gatwick Tower is online, so we have got someone to say hello to at the other end. Comes into land. Actually got a couple of inbounds in. Frankfurt arrival in about 4 or 5 minutes. I've got 2 aircraft and myself and the supervised aircraft behind. Charlotte in real life, you're on the training for 2013, the new pilot's young one was plans. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting to hear. So, you pilot yourself in real life? Was it like a trial session you were part of, Zex? Air Baltics, again, just an alright livery, nothing too special for me. It's just an alright livery. Trying to hit that gold now. Sun's gonna look pretty good for descents. Passenger satisfaction at 99%, so people in the back looking very good and happy as well. Everyone can't complain about stats. So it's gonna be a nice flight on the way back. I say very little what we expect to go wrong, apart from potentially Gatwick becoming really laggy again, which I don't really want, but unfortunately that may be the case. You're just a passenger filming, says the captain. Oh, okay. Very nice, very nice. A320 again, it's just an average airline. It's decent for its short-haul flights and its regional capacity, but it's just yeah, it's a full Bombardier aircraft that floated to Airbus. Decent fuel, decent range, decent capacity. Yeah, it ticks all the boxes, I guess. Good little aircraft, the A320. Good little aircraft. It's actually becoming a favourite for a lot of the regional airlines. I've heard of the Skydio approaching Pakistan, Dan, so it's quite an interesting one based on what I've seen. You never know. Phoenix, yeah, it's definitely an option. Especially with the Phoenix when it releases. We'll definitely do a few A320neo flights, but I won't be flying it forever. So I'll definitely be flying the old FlyByWire from time to time because, again, can't fault these guys at the pay where they've done. It's absolutely fantastic. And yeah, even just looking at other aircraft as well. I've got PMDG releasing soon, 737. That's going to be one aircraft I fly pretty much every day now for the rest of my life. There's a few good aircraft on the way that I'm excited for, so fingers crossed that will start to take shape. A few screenshots now taken on the old Volanta. I used to get lights on the previous one. Have a quick look. Good number of flights this month actually. 14 so far. It's been number 15. 16 in January. So we got 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 3, 2. Alright number likes that. Can't complain. Cannot complain. So I do like Volanta. It's a very good little tool. Very, very fancy. Right, so our top ascent is now starting to approach, about 20 miles out now, approaching about 10 miles out. So we need to start sending down to confirm it, but I believe it is 2,000 feet, yes it is, yep, 2,000 feet, start our approach and then bring the aircraft in. So I'll start my approach a little bit early, didn't I, so start ascent now. As the FlyByWire can be a bit slow to descend sometimes, so yeah, start it now, get things going in the cockpits. Yeah, you got to remember that the Isle of Man is technically a separate sovereign state. It's not a part of the United Kingdom. It's not a part of England. It's its own separate country. Same as the Channel Islands. So the Bailiwick of Guernsey and the Bailiwick of Jersey, they're both separate island states, separate countries. They just happen to do basically everything that the UK does because it's easier that way. But yes, the Isle of Man and both the Bailiwicks, they're in separate states. They're in separate countries. Welcome, Adam. How are you doing? On the channel, on the chat today. So we have hostage in the Apple Store in Amsterdam right now. I hope they come out safe. Welcome Lucas, how you doing? Welcome to the channel. Chat, how you say dude? You're flying Heathrow to Lisbon flight sim, halfway through at the moment, and you'll pilot this thing. Harris Roft in Lisbon on Sunday actually. They're going for a weekend's anniversary trip. It's out on Sunday, back on Tuesday. Should be pretty good for them. They're going to house to myself for a couple of days, can't complain about that. No, it'll be alright. I cannot complain. Cannot complain. As long as I remember to get to work in the morning every day, should be alright. Do you think the centre potential interior? Not sure, TKC. Not sure about the interior. I think that's something I have to wait for the release. Unless someone with the beta can kind of spill the beans, I guess, a little bit early. I mean, they may even just kind of do what the Airsoft did with CRJ, which is kind of have a basic interior for the external model to appear, and then just make it really generic but kind of look alright when you zoom in. That's what Airsoft did CRJ, and it worked out quite nicely. But again, time will tell with the release of that. Time will tell. Next year will be on, well, probably tomorrow so far. I normally stream on Wednesdays, but I'll do an extra Tuesday stream with 2 flights because, you know, memes, I guess. Today was just a bonus stream because 1, I'm at home, 2, on board, so I thought, why not, I'll do a stream. But yeah, I think it's worked out alright today. But yeah, full goes plan, tomorrow we should get another stream in place. So we'll see how things go. Yep, the FT350 another aircraft worth having a look at when it comes out. As you guys are busy now. Buzzing through 20,000. Going to turn on the seatbelt sign. Flagging on a little bit on the high side at the moment, but plenty of time to descend further.
Gentlemen, the flight crew has turned on the fasten seatbelt sign.
That airport down there, that is Oxford. London Oxford Airport. Not that we ever consider it a London Airport here, I must admit. Yeah, that's London Oxford on the ground. Volumetric crowds can cause FPS difference, Jazz Shift. Yes. If the system's not good enough, definitely think about turning it down a step or two. Or in my case, get ready to lag because Gatwick lags it. Yeah, because it's going to lag it for you anyway, so that's my frame rates get really bad for this approach, which is a shame. I might look at one of the other versions of Gatwick. There's 3 versions for different kind of level of detail. I might bring it down a step for me. It's alright I'm not streaming. When I start streaming, things get really slow. So it's one to look out for, I guess. Are you playing A3 in real life, have you? I'm still waiting for my first trip. I'm still waiting. One day, soon, I hope I get there, but time will tell for that. Oh, sounds like something very pretty tonight. Yeah, zero emission A380s by 2035. That's going to be interesting. It's going to be very interesting to see kind of how that comes into play. We'll see. We'll see. Zero emission aircrafts, that's still kind of a thing a long way off, but if Airbus can do it, then fair play to them, I guess. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, it's how they put it off, really. Would it truly be zero emission, or is it something that they do by name, I guess? That's what will really be the make or break for that project. Reduce our descent rate slightly. Minutes. 12 minutes to that. A380 2 years ago. Oops. 2 years ago in the 2020 Christmas went to Dubai. So very interesting. Overtaken by whom? Oh yeah, I see Superfly's just jumped in front there. Oh, in that case I better make sure I'm reducing speed for my approach today. 380 is a very quiet plane, Toga, not even that loud. I mean, the benefit of having a wide body is that the soundproof in the A380 is massive. Very quiet airplane from the interior. From the exterior, quite loud. Interior, well, yeah, I mean, I've spotted a few A380s at Heathrow recently. The quietest planes in the world. Very shortly about to fly over Reading. Everyone's favourite Great Western Railway stop. Heathrow Airport should be visible again to my left hand side somewhere. Is that it? I think it might be. Probably. Yeah, let's see if I can see the 1 runway, 2 runway, terminals 2, 3, terminal 4, terminal 5. There's the reservoirs. Yeah, there's Heathrow Airports. And that's Reading down below. Welcome Zulu Studios, how you doing? Welcome channel, welcome to chat, how you say dude? Yeah, so I'll slow down, Superfly. You'll most likely get a landing in before me on this occasion, so I'll reduce speed. You coming up in front. There's the West London Aerodrome, Maidenhead. Yep, the weather. So when the internet dropped out, tailwinds. That probably answered then. Yes, yeah. When the internet dropped out, my winds and clouds never quite came back again. Also, keep a visual on you as well. I can try and spot your aeroplane. You can see they're about 10 miles ahead of us. At about 3,000 feet above us, 10 miles ahead. You should be visible to me. Oh, there you are. Yeah, there's your lights. Well, most visible because of the lighting, but they are visible. Oh yeah, I said I was going to do this on time, there you go. Yep, sorry. FlyLive Studio, so yes and no, Dan. It's designed for streamers. This is kind of the main dashboard. It shows you aircraft, altitude, heading, speeds, indicates speed, vertical speed, time, frame rate, whatever. So this is kind of the main dashboard. The overlay is designed for streamers. This is what streamers use for their streams, but the actual dashboard itself can be used by anyone to show you all kind of in-flight stats. Now, if your other servers are glitching again, you can just see you pass Mac 1 playing every upside down and think, try one more server, Superfly, because for me you appear alright, but obviously, actually no, it might be, actually I don't know, because after my internet died out, I did restart IVAO and the client, the core and the client, both of them, so I'll look into that. But the big thing will be when IVAO move from Shard onto their new servers. When they finish that later this year, that'll be glorious, to say the least. It'll be more accurate real-time flying and no more Shard servers. The sooner they're gone, the better. So time will tell that one. Time will certainly tell. Will be on those rights. It doesn't really work this way. I've got a really good screenshot of that. It's actually one of my more light screenshots, which there you go, this one where you've got the light behind the aircraft and it really reflects through the windows very nicely. It's the easiest one to get a photo of, I must admit. I can't believe that's to do this. To be fair, the more he spams Curry in the chat, the more views and promotion I get, because it shows that the stream's really active and all of a sudden more people tune in. So to be fair, he thinks he's annoying by spamming Curry. Rather, he actually helps my analytics quite a lot. Nope, we've left the Isle of Man, Ryan. We're going back to Gatwick now. I'm telling you Gatwick, because his frame rate just drops massively. I'm going to reduce down to 230 knots now, just so that myself and the aircraft in front get a bit more spacing in place. What's his speed? He's doing it. So he's doing 250 now. So if I reduce to 230, it's again creates a bit of space between us, make sure that we can land at good separation between one another. Why are we descending then? Because Gatwick's over there. There. Thank you very much to Dan for the 179. Thank you very much. What's your favourite type of curry then? Ooh, yeah, sorry, that's going to block your chat because I've been forced to make Nightbots ban the word curry. So we're going to have to play it, guys, today. So we have to play it. Opinion Explain 12. The menu needs a bit of work. The clouds, again, it needs work. The leaks video we saw, that's all very like closed alpha, very early stuff. It'll update. I've got a lot of hope in the future of Explain. Why turn to Gatwick, Ryan? Because if you read the stream title, it's a return flight we're doing today. So it's a return flight. So we've done Gatwick to Isle of Man. Now we're back. I used to do fishing when I was younger, Steph. When I was younger I did fishing. Not so much these days, but I have done in the past. Did my grandparents out in Poland. Right, there should be good separation now between us and the airplane in front. That's their strobe lights in the background, just in the back over there. So it's a good distance now. Plenty of room between the two. Do you know Air Canada? Yes, they're the Canadian flag carrier, so of course I know Air Canada. Right, we'll probably aircraft landing I guess soon. We'll reduce our percent rate slightly more again because it's coming in a little bit low, but not too low. MKVY is great, the gap scenery, Lucas. MKVY. No worries, Leak. Glad PACX helps for you. Glad the tutorial works. Yeah, so this is the return flight now. This is Isle of Man to Gatwick. So we've done Isle of Man, we've landed there, and now returning back to Gatwick. Doing 2 flights, 2 legs. Make sure the altimeter sets to the right, so information November, QH 1023. This is the experimental version of FlyByWire. Citric. Okay, nice sunset of the coast on the lefts. Oh yeah, MKVY's scenery is fantastic. He just needs to flip in optimise them a bit. No, I've got full hope that he'll do it at some point. I mean, he's waiting for a particular update first. There's an update he's waiting for, and he'll get back into updating his sceneries. That's his plan at the moment. So they've all come. Just wait for the old updates. Right, reduced to 220 knots. That's 1. Yep, so sim update 8 is next week. That's also very much on the way. Hopefully no major game breaking bugs with that one. I laugh, but sadly it does happen. Alright, A320 Gatwick. So I'm going to replay for this one. So when we land at Gatwick, get to a stand, we'll do replay for both the Isle of Man landing and the Gatwick landing. So do replays for both when we land. I haven't forgotten. It's on the way. Next stream possibly tomorrow, Alicia. Time will tell that one. Heathrow's alright. I've been through terminals 2, 3 and 5. Terminal 2 flew with Logan Air. Terminal 3 flew with British Airways. Terminal 5 flew British Airways as well. Yeah, decent airport Heathrow. Needs to go through 4 at some point. Needs to go through, well, one's gone now, but hey ho. Welcome Jackson, how you doing? Channel, welcome to chat, how you today, dude? Of course, a good time there. I'm going to reduce to 180 knots because I'm not concerned that aircraft in front is certainly getting on the close side to us. 80. Ah yeah, and this is where the sim now starts to slow down a bit. What's the performance for this one? Whoops, I think I did. So we don't now quickly, so KH1023, so the frame rate's going to drop now because we're approaching Gatwick. That's how you know we're approaching, because the frame rate doesn't like it here. 6 centigrade, magnitude and wind is 260 at 6. Frame rates. And the barometer is 296. Cool, done. Plane spotting, plans 449. 11 character, moving head from side to side, mouth wide open, and red eyes. Aww, cheers dude, much appreciated. Thank you very, very much. Thank you very much, you're a superstar. Right, so we're reduced now to the aircraft controller speed now. Cabin checked. Spoilers armed. Just the gear and flaps to go now. Auto brakes, yeah, I'm not set. I'm supposed to come from the checklist there, so I need to low at Gatwick. Well remembered, Nick, well remembered. Yeah, plenty of room now, no more issue with the speeds on approach. Make a left, we'll now tune to Gatwick's tower. And say hello to them as soon as we establish. There we go, F-hand's turn. Frame rates, please stay up a little for me on this occasion. I'd appreciate that. Yeah, the stream of like £400 a nation, that was crazy. I never knew who the two people were, but they just kept throwing. It's like a competition who could donate the most, and it ended up like them donating like £100 each. Quite the quite the stream that.
Easy for Alpha Whiskey, taxi
Gear down.
to stand 552 by 08 left, expect small clearance in a minute.
Taxi stand 552 008 left, and expect more clearance in a minute, easyJet 4 Alpha Whiskey, thanks.
easyJet 215.
Welcome, Chris. How you doing, dude? Welcome back.
Message. Jet 215, we are sorry, we have a problem with parking brake.
Plays what's again, 449.
We prefer to
So it's lemon cans with his sunglasses going up. Oh, little baby lemon on your left there, also waving. Cheers, dude. Thank you very much. There you go. This is the. 'Cause I don't think it shows on the overlay properly. That's one.
We'll get to disconnected.
And that's the other one.
easyJet 215, no problem. Thanks very much for trying today. We'll see you next time. Bye bye. See you later. Thank you very much.
Hello there, Gatwick Tower. Easy 4 Papa November, establish runway 26 left.
Easy 4 Papa November, sorry. The winds are 230 degrees at 4 knots, clear to land 26 left.
Clear to land 26 left, easy 4 Papa November. Yeah, just after landing there.
Easy 8 Alpha Whiskey, left on Quebec, right on Lima.
Left on Quebec, right on Lima, easyJet 4 Alpha Whiskey, thanks.
Yes, he's FS Realistic EGS. 1000. Right. I'll turn off the autopilot now, but we'll see how the frame rate stability lasts as we get closer to the airport. If it stays, then I'll keep it on a bit longer. That's a nice screenshot area right there. I think frame rate should last for us now, so nice with hand cam. Let's have a look at this landing, shall we? Self comfy. Let's lights off, I'm on control.
500. 400. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, retard,
The throttle.
5,
Reverse is set. Not the best flare in the world, but I'll take the landing. 80 knots. 60 knots. This is cut. High speed exits to the right. There we have it. Welcome to Gatwick.
easyJet 12 for Lima, friction easyJet 12 for Whiskey, you're on the block. Thank you for your services and have a good rest of your night. Goodbye.
easyJet Alpha Whiskey, thanks very much for flying in, frequency 10 approved. Have a good evening. Bye bye.
Easy 4 Papa November, clear runway.
Easy 4 Papa November, taxi 08 left and left on Quebec, right on Lima, stand 551.
Taxi down runway, then left on Quebec, onto Lima for stand 551, easy 4 Papa November. Oh, so he's left at 552, the return on 551, standing just immediately next to our departure. 129, very good. That's it, I don't have a explanations, plane spotting, but you've been fantastic today. Thank you very, very much. You've been a trooper. So tomorrow be like, well, it should be tomorrow, if not Thursday when next stream. Do you upload the Swiss double one landing? I've never really done Swiss one landing. I've never really watched streams, I must admit. We've got a message from. What have I done? Forget it. Yep, that's me on the wrong taxiway. I'll just die later. I was also turned left right place. Not this one, the next one. Right, taxi lights set, landing lights off, APU starts. And don't go anywhere just yet. Yeah, I've got the replays for both our landings to play later. Why is this fuel truck stationary right here? I'm going to move, I'm going to run you down. Okay, we gave you the warning. I'll go around you instead. Thanks, fuel truck. Plane spotting again, 249. So I'm the hippo. Yes, the military hippo making gestures. Probably the wrong taxiway as well. I'm not busy paying attention to the map now, getting lost. I'm going up Romeo now, not Quebec. Yep, I am going to go every single taxiway this air traffic controller has not told me to go on. To go on Lima, which is Quebec. Yep, I'm Romeo. I'm going to make a quick push to the right. Sorry, Gatwick Tower. I'm all over the place today. How am I going, Captain Matt? It's great. Great. Just getting lost at Gatwick. To be fair, there's lag now looking away from the terminal. Maybe that's a bit more correct. Oh, you're going to Krakow an hour. Very good. Good luck the fight, dude. Do enjoy it. Do enjoy it. Lovely place, Krakow. I'll definitely be back. I haven't really passed through it before. I never stayed, so it's a trip to make one day for me. The easyJet stand, that'll be Superfly. We're going to park immediately to his right hand side. He's at 552. It's 551. I'll be a streamer. What I'll be using. So my specs and description plane spotting. It's custom build because never buy pre-builds. Yeah, custom build system. 3080 graphics card, 32 gigs of RAM, and i7 6700. Yeah, photonic transponder. Also, stand 551. Is it the other side of this? Oh, yes, it is apparently. No, it's not. 54 mic. I'm not sure. I'll double check the ground charts in a second. I'll have to go this way. Is that the one that's blocked by the ground vehicle? I think it is, yeah. There's no marker arrow for it. Yeah, this tower's gonna hate me for this now. I'm going through every single stand that he told me not to go down. Sorry. What can I do? Right. Keep an eye on the old marker there. Park brake set. AP bleed on. Engines off. Seatbelts off. There you have it. Welcome to Gatwick Airport. Turn off the taxi lights, turn off the beacon lights. Let the ground crews move to position. I won't turn off the APU because the APU being off causes a few minor issues with the replay. But a few more screenshots quickly to edit. End of flight on Volanta. End the replays, disconnect from IVAO, and bring flights to an end. Hello again, Gets Tower, easy, 4th of November at stand. Yes, we did that probably as wrong as we could have done, but hey ho. Thank you very much, and I'll see you later.
241 Papa Amber, yeah, I counted about 8 mistakes you made. Not a problem though. Yeah, 5 was the one that was blocked in the stream. 5-4 is all good. We'll see you next time. Thanks so much for running. Bye bye.
Only 8 mistakes. I blame the curry guys, too busy distracted. I must say, actually, I've really enjoyed these last few streams I've done. I mean, I've done 2 or 3 streams in a row now where I've actually done 2 flights in one go. So I've actually done an outbound flight and like a return leg afterwards. I've done that twice now. It's quite exciting. I mean, do multiple destinations, do multiple flights. It's kind of more for you to see, more for you to do. So I'll try and do a few more of these kind of dual flight streams in future. I've really enjoyed them. They don't get it just yet. We have got the replays to follow. Passengers are slowly dismarking our aeroplane. They'll be leaving very shortly. So overall, good old flights. Palit has been pretty good for us today. Cannot complain about them. Yeah, good old flights. I can smell my dinner being cooked, so that'll be ready soon. What's that steam? I want steam open. Go to hand cam. Right, so it's finished recording the replay. Let's disconnect from IVAO. Thank you for the service, Gatwick. You were superb. I've got the last screenshots of Volanta, so I've got a few, again, some pretty good screenshots, especially the sunset. I do really like sunset flights. Again, park's quite busy. Arrival had a few aircraft at the ground for us. It's been a good old flight today. It's been a really good old flight. Right, Volanta, end of flights. And it's 7th for everyone to get. It's only 7 arrivals today. I suppose with that. Right, first things first, let's look at our Isle of Man approach. Got me world record for mistakes at Gatwick. I don't. Probably not wrong there, to be fair. Probably not wrong there. Right, let's let the glitchy scenery load back, and then we'll do our first landing replay into Isle of Man. To be fair, not that the scenery's that impressive. It's all glitchy and broken. So short final in. We'll see, Citric. If you want to do flight requests, be channel member. Otherwise, stick it in the airport request thread. And they'll be added to the list. I mean, I had about 3-4 requests for, so nice to get this one ticked off the list. And of course, Gatwick, quite a popular airport anyway, so a few requests. I mean, I would have looked at Heathrow today, but Heathrow kind of pushed that aside for the people who had the access to the scenery. So yeah, Gatwick, not a bad second choice. There's our adjustments to the runway, because it's a slightly offset approach onto runway 08. Place was again for 99. Thank you very, very much. You are a superstar, dude. Absolute superstar. Thank you very, very much today. Hot dog. To be fair, I think I've got hot dogs for tonight actually, so I'll double check when I finish. So the hot dogs or steak. And if it's not steaks, if it's not hot dogs today, the hot dogs tomorrow. I'll double check. And we're going to do Heathrow to Dubai and then Dubai to Heathrow tomorrow. Good luck with that, Josh. Long haul flights. There you go. Welcome to Isle of Man. Do the same for the left-hand side. He's looking towards the actual island itself. It's good to flap seconds to lower because of the animations in any replay on this sim. I've got the flaps even lower. Interesting. No, the flaps are down at full. It's just not gonna do it. What can I do? Yeah, no, it's been superb today, as always. I always appreciate the traffic. I always appreciate having the other... It's nice. I mean, when you guys fly with me, for one, for the sim, it's more traffic. You see more airlines visible. And for two, it's nice to just kind of be around you guys as well. You guys tag in, you guys join in. It's just nice to have the extra community hand on it, I guess. So yeah, I've never had a problem with you guys joining on IVAO. If you want to join us in the future, tag along and yeah, more than welcome to come. Let's do one more replay from the landing gear. This will probably be the best view for the scenery to muck up on. But quite a smooth touchdown, so should be get a good view of the landing as well from back here. Nice and steady approach. Oop, Chelsea 1-0 at half time, very, very good. Quite have us with the first goal, very good. So there's our adjustment to get it onto the runway. Try start engines. Oh, it's an issue, like I say, it's the thing with the replays, it sounds like that anyway. What's today, is it? Did not want to turn on the auto. Where's it gone? Where's it gone? It's that up. Drone not disabled. There we go. There we go. Nice and steady. Slightly late touchdown, I guess, but acceptable, I'd say. More than acceptable. Right, have a look at Gatwick. So, A320 Gatwick, load it up. We'll do runway view at Gatwick, Lucas. Of course, very bright. The old scenery to load. That's position right. Supplies all right. So it's off behind the wing for this. See a lot darker. It's under already set. Maybe a little bit closer to the runway to be fair. Miles out. There's the railway line over the airport. So the actual approach was fine, but that last flare got a little bit shaky. I want to kind of see how that looks from the passenger perspective. It's like a tiny little bunny hop, not quite as smooth as of touchdowns, flares, and land. The bunny hop last minute there. Same for the right hand side. Now looking north towards London. It's acceptable. Over the motorway. What time is this? Coming up to 9 PM, so it's kind of the tail end of rush hour, that. touchdown. One more view, well, two more views, so we do the landing gear view, of course. Behind the aircraft, preferably, not in front. And we'll do the runway side view. There's a slight bunny hop at the end there, nothing terrible. I just realised my packs, I never finished packs. Whoops. Done worse landings, to be fair, done worse. I'll just quickly finish off the packs. End flights, view reports. Fortunately, Pad's already disembarked, so I didn't actually lose anything out of this one. View reports. I've got a flight report in chat, so if you want to look at more detail, you can do so via the link in chat. We'll then do one more replay, which is that on the side of the runway. So if we go back, I'll use drone cam. Whoops, go back. Drone cam. Turn off follow mode. Let's go the runway. So yeah, got back a couple hundred feet. Let's watch it land. Quite a speedy approach, I must say. Quite a speedy approach, but not a bad landing. Of course I'm at home, Galley. There's no point I'd be... If I was in another country, of course I wouldn't be streaming. I'm definitely at home right now, don't you worry. And there you have it. That's the... Yeah, you missed the whole stream, Philip, I'm afraid. You have just missed the whole stream, because that was our final replay. So, yeah, hope you enjoyed the stream. If you did enjoy it, do subscribe. Do leave a like if you do... What was it? Do like if you haven't done so already. Do subscribe. Let's help numbers out. Hit 3,400. Sorry, 34,600 today. So another nice big number. You know, closer to that 37,000 goal. Other than that, thank you for watching, guys. You've been fantastic. Again, thank you also very much for donations today. Big shout out to Plane Spotting RFS for the massive donations today. Been a superstar. Otherwise, yeah, that's the end of that today. So take care of yourself, guys. Have a good evening. And I will see you soon for some more flight sim action. Take care, have a good one, have a good evening, and I'll see you soon. Bye.